All right. Okay. How are we doing? Wahoo! I agree. My computer's been struggling a little, but here we go. All right. It's been 5 minutes. I think I'm gonna start right away. Welcome, everybody, to the Super Mario 64DS task competition, task 5, task 6 results. So, as a reminder, in this task, you had to start by dropping off this pole, then break 5 of these orange boxes, and then you had to climb back up and collect the stars. So, pretty simple, but there's a lot of these orange boxes, so you need to pick the 5 boxes that give you the best route. We had a total of 5 competitors this time. The goal is to break these 5 boxes as fast as possible. Yeah, this is for speed. And we are collecting this silver star and not the actual star here. The time ends when you collect the star that's here. This one. So, 5 people entered the competition. It's a bit less than usual, but you know, people were busy, so it happens. It doesn't matter because it's still gonna be so cool. These results are crazy. So let's start right away with number 5. With a time of 22.77, we have Sir Chisel the Dolphin 16. Let's see what they did. Congratulations to Chisel for participating again. Let's see what you made. Starting right here. Jumping off the pole and breaking this box with a ground pound. Going over here, breaking these 2 boxes. They are the only boxes that are together, so they're pretty fast to break. Then breaking this box as well, and that's 5, so they're just gonna climb again to the top and grab the star. It's as simple as that. Perfect demonstration of what you need to do in this task. Thanks a lot for participating. Really good, really classic stuff. So, in number 4, we have, with a time of 18.22, so 4 seconds faster, Don Pietro. Let's see what they did. I think this is the first time that they've tasked anything, so it's pretty cool. Oh, starts right away. Hold on. Starts right away in the same way by jumping to get this box, building wire run. Okay, long jump, 2 kick to get these 2 boxes, still having wire run, breaking these 2 boxes. They're really close to each other, and climbing the pole. Yeah, so it's actually really good for first TAS, you know? It's pretty similar to Chisel's run, but they chose to go break these two boxes instead of these two, which kind of makes sense, you know, they're closer together and they're closer to the pole. So, clean improvement, clean triple jump, I agree. Let's watch that one more time. That, of course, needs to improve here and there, but it's okay. Yeah, nice triple jump to grab the pole really high, and also having the camera in the right direction so that you don't have to turn while on the pole. A little improvement from Teasel's run as well. Let's move on to the top 3. These time cuts are crazy. We went from 22 seconds to 18 seconds, and now with a time of 12.98 seconds, barely getting that sub 13, we've got Billy Wah. Congratulations for getting top 3. This is your best placement yet. And you thought that you bet that you were gonna get an even place. Well, not quite. You got third though. That's pretty good. Let's see what you did. The jump to 18 seconds to like basically 13 seconds is really big. And yeah, there's a reason. Starting facing the same direction, but going to the bottom and building Y run. Alright. Going to this box, breaking this one, this box, a punch and a triple jump, not having to use the pole to climb all the way up. You can just do a triple jump and a dive, and that's enough to get you all the way up there. So this is very interesting. This is a very good run. Let's watch that again. So here, deciding to go all the way to the bottom to build the Y run. Very interesting choice. A lot of heat conservation tech with punches and kicks. And yeah, very clean overall. Okay. In finer detail, what does it look like? So here, doing a kick very precisely so that you don't get pushed away by the box. But here, the kick does push you away. This is something that you can do. And that's gonna save a lot of time. And yeah, that triple jump is just so nice. Because you really can just keep having to climb the pole, which could be slow sometimes. Congratulations! So, we are here already at number 2 and number 1. You took so long getting that triple jump. Yeah. Yeah, but it did save you a lot of time. So that was the right move, I think. Anyways, we have the number 2 and number 1 spots. I'm gonna say it again, but there's me and really tall left. For the past 5 tasks, really tall has consistently gotten first. Every single one. Which is crazy because I'm the one organizing these comps. And yet, I can't manage to get first. So, Will this finally be the one? Will this finally be the one where I beat her? Well, in second place, with a time of 10 seconds and 70 milliseconds, 70 centiseconds, we have really tall. I've done it! I beat her finally! Okay, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. What did really tall do? Because this is still 2 seconds faster than Bidewar. So this time cut is already crazy impressive because Billy's run was clean already. So what tactics did she use? Let's watch that. Go back to 1 speed. Okay. Jumping up the pole, running around, picking the boxes, going all the way here and back there, sideways long jump, triple jump dive. What? the legendary SLJ strat, the sideways long jump. This is so clean and yet it looks so goofy, like he's not even building Wyron. He's just running around and with perfect kicks. Here going all the way here so that she can come back. And then this, yeah. How clean is that? And what the hell is that route? Okay. Like, basically taking all of the nearest boxes, which is so interesting. Walkie straps, yeah, just when you're walking, you know? And not even with Wyron, so these kicks, once again, doing them precisely, avoids, like, lets you not get pushed by the boxes. So you can go really fast, just like this. And it also lets you keep your speed, so that's why it's so good. Here, doing a long jump, getting on the slope and sliding off to do another long jump, and going this way because then she can come back, do the same thing here, but with a kick, break this box, and basically like getting sent in the right direction right away. And here, look at what she's doing. Moving to the right and then to the left to create angle lag, so that when she lunges, she can be moving up the slope but facing down the slope. And that's what allows you to do multiple long jumps in a row like this, because then what this lets her do is that she can just do this triple jump by landing instantly and doing this just like Billy was run. So this is so cool because this is such a different route from Billy Wah. Like, we've seen multiple routes in they were pretty cool. All right. So let me tell you a little about how this game works. Hold on. What is hanging onto the pole at the beginning too? It's just the starting condition. You start your task on the pole and the time starts as soon as you jump off the pole. So she's just lining herself up and then starting her task by jumping. I hope that answers the question. How they wait at the bottom. Just when you don't hold anything, you're just gonna, yeah, you're just gonna stay here. It's normal, normal behavior. So apparently my TAS is faster. Let me tell you something about this game. In this game runs at 60 frames per second. However, every other frame is static, nothing moves. So it effectively runs at 30 FPS. So the smallest increment of time that you can save off of a TAS is 2 frames. Well, saving 2 frames off of really little, it's me. This is a frame cut, like a literal frame war. I was sweating when she sent me her last submission, because she said, okay, I'm just saved 2 frames, and I can't save more. Which is which is crazy. How did I do it? What did I do? Okay. Let's at full speed, please. Starting very, it looks similar, but no. I'm getting wired. I'm going over there, I'm punching this box, and this one, and this one, and I'm going here, and I don't even need to dive, because I've got the Y speed. I've got the speed from the acceleration. So I can just do the triple jump and land on this grade. I'm so glad, because I did not think of that when making the task. And that was when playing around with it more, I realized, wait, this is sick. Let's watch that again. Starting with Y run like Diliwa, and doing like a lot of these weird punches, but all of this is to keep Y run so that I can do this triple jump, and then have Y speed after that. Let's look at that. Here I'm doing these punches because I want to keep speed. Like when you punch, you don't actually lose your acceleration. This is something that you keep for 30 frames, but 30 walking frames. So when you punch, when you long jump, when you kick, this conserves your acceleration value. So you've got 30 frames where you can move at higher than max speed. And so I'm using this. I'm trying to keep this Y run as much as possible, like getting this kick here, so that I have to run the minimum amount of time. And there's a ton of tiny optimizations in it. I'm so proud of it. And here landing on this slope, but punching the box here. Like this lets me land early so that I can punch the box earlier. And then this triple jump, going with this crazy camera angle, and doing a kick to get this star. Now, I want to explain one last thing, is that this star is actually on a cycle. So, oops. When you look at this star, it's actually going up and down a little. This this affects the star's hitbox. So you can land earlier when the star is at its lowest point. And in fact, this is what I did. I had to wait for the perfect time to start my task so that I would end with the star at the lowest point. This is devious, and this is something that a problem that we have to deal with in the 150 TAS as well, in the Sunshine Idols TAS most permanently. This might be why what silvers are annoying. Yeah. Sometimes you barely miss them because they're at their highest point. Yeah. So this is it for the results. However, this is not the end of the stream because I want to show you task 7. And I hope that for this task, there's gonna be a lot of people participating. Just because of, I mean, I put a ton of effort into it. So I hope there's gonna be people. Great job to everyone participating in this task. Thank you to everyone who participated. I can only hope that you'll come back once again for the next task. Super Mario 64DS Bingo! That's right. I have made this bingo board. How this works. You can pick, you will start in a level of your choosing. You can start in any of the main 15 levels. So the one with a star select screen. And you have to complete 5 objectives that form either a line, a column, or a diagonal. So for example, if I choose to do the leftmost column, I'll have to break a black brick, collect 20 coins, take full damage, and by walk on water, and by entering a loading zone. You might notice that some of these objectives require specific characters. That's the point. You will have, during your task, you will have most likely to change characters. So I think that's gonna be really cool. For example, here you can make an egg only with Yoshi, you can only wall jump with Mario, you can only walk on water with Luigi, etc. There are different ending conditions. Yeah, placed correctly so that there's only one per row, diagonal, or line. So you can end by dying, swimming, collecting a star of any type, so it can be a silver star, entering a loading zone, and by entering a cannon or warp. You have a bunch of different objectives, so there are ones relating to character specific. There are one involving taking damage, another one involving coins, and other miscellaneous stuff. Especially, there's one where you cannot press B. So, yeah, you just have to choose the line that thinks is the fastest, because you're not going to be able to test all the lines, all the columns. But I hope I did a good job at making the board pretty balanced. Now, another thing with this task is that this task is a co-op task. You can choose to team up with one other tasker. So you can share your tasks with someone and you'll submit one task for the two of you. So that way, I incentivize good taskers to avoid pairing up with each other because that could be a really good opportunity for newer taskers to learn a lot of things. Okay, and one last thing I want to say about this task. I want you to send me your fastest route, of course, but I would really like it if you could also send me the route that you wish were fastest. A route that you really like and that you want to show off during the reveal, because you're gonna be testing a lot of routes, and some of them might be faster, some of them might be slightly slower, and I want to show them off too. So if there's a route that you really want others to see, you can send it to me and I'll show them as well. All right. So with that, I'm gonna be posting this board on the Discord server. Join if you want to participate. There's gonna be all the info there. Each cell has specific additional clue, maybe additional rules, or it explains a little better what it means. So for example, in the ending conditions, it tells you when the time ends. And then there are more general rules that are also that apply for all the cells. So yeah, I hope a lot of people are gonna participate. I hope that we're gonna get to see a lot of different routes. It would be kind of sad if everyone chose the same route, but I'm gonna hope it's not the case. I'm gonna hope I did my job right. So I'm really hyped to see what y'all will be making. I don't think I will be participating because I've been working on this for at least a month. So this would be really, really unfair, more than all the other ones. All right. This was quick and simple, but I'm glad you were there. Thank you for watching. And see you either on Discord or in the next result stream. All right. Bye.